Hello, welcome back to another episode. We are doing a self care session today. It is so needed right now. I am tired, my skin is tired, and it has been an exhausting week. I've had a sick little one, not been easy. We spent a night in ED as well, so basically spent all of Friday sleeping, catching up on sleep, all sorts of things. But we're all on the mend now, and baby is doing fine. Luckily, it is just tonsillitis, but never dealt with tonsillitis before. I still have my tonsils, so I don't really know what to look out for and the things that we need to do to, I guess, take care of that. So I'm glad that we did go down to ED because we really had no idea what it was, but um, a self care session is needed. So this is just going to be a really cozy video today. I've got my ice water in my Valaris cup. I'm obviously obsessed with Akatar, any of the Sarah J. Maas series, really. So, having some ice water, I honestly need to get myself some electrolytes to put in my water, but this is fine for now, honestly. My ice is pretty much already melted. I honestly feel so dehydrated. All right, let's get into this self care session. So, I've already done my brows. I do dye my brows every 4 to 6 weeks. I just use the 1000 hour brow dye. You can get it in Chemist Warehouse. And I shape my brows myself and then, yeah, just dye them. So, I did that on Friday night. Honestly, it'd been a while since I did any of my brow care and they were out of control. So I've done that. They look great. I'm slowly building my way up to work to doing like an eyelash lift at home. Honestly, the whole thing just kind of scares me. So I haven't done that yet. But we're going to do some skincare because my skin is dry. It is tired. It is just not not good. An entire night in the hospital will do that to you though. It is not a good place for your skin. Okay, I'm just going to clip you on my rope here, and I hope that this is picking up my audio nicely, honestly. Until I get myself a little camera to vlog with, we're really just rolling with what we have right now. But my robe is from Smile, recently rebranded from like Moana Bikini and Smile Club to just Smile. This is such a cute robe. I love the material, the feel of it. Not a very warm one, but it's okay for Queensland. And I love like the teddies and the bows. And then also this is like a part of their accessories. I grabbed this as well because I just felt like this whole thing was a cute moment. Okay, into the skincare. I have recently been finding new skincare items to work with. I guess my skin changed so much with pregnancy and postpartum. And the stuff that I used to use just wasn't making the cut anymore. So I am using, this is the Skin Milk toner from the Breakout Hack. I've been using this, I want to say, for about 4 months now. This is actually my second bottle. Honestly, just so good. I use it morning and night. It's honestly just such a good little affordable milk toner. I know that milk toners are so popular right now. Obviously, there's quite a few big brands that have come out with milk toners, but I find this one really good. And I don't really think that you need to spend a whole heap of money on skincare. You can always find some good little gems. I am then also just going in with spot treatment. This is also from the Breakout Hack. Also, if I'm looking down, it's because I am watching my daughter. She is just having a nap. Just have a few little spots to take care of, honestly. The entire night that we were in ED, I was just rubbing at my face. I was so tired. We were there from like 8:30 till about 4 a.m. when we finally got discharged and told that we could go home. And that is honestly just such a long, long night to be in ED. We came home on Friday, went straight to bed, all three of us. My husband was with us as well. And then woke up at about 7:30, I want to say, had some breakfast, baby girl had some breakfast, and then literally back in bed at 8:30 till 10:30. Like Friday was just a day where nothing got done. My house is a bit chaotic. There's a lot of cleaning that needs to be done, so we are well and truly catching up this weekend. It is currently very, very overcast, and it's been raining for most of the morning, but I love the rain, so it's nice to listen to when you're just doing little bits of house chores. I then just have the Skin 1004. This is the Madagascar Centella Pormizing like serum. There's another serum that I want to get from this brand. So my sister actually put me on this brand. She uses one of their serums for her acne and she loves it. And honestly, it's done some amazing things for her skin. So I am going to get, they have a hydrating serum. I honestly just need something really hydrating. I don't have any hydrating serums or anything like that at the moment. I have run out and I've just been meaning to rebuy, but I thought use up my old ones that I used to use so that I could rebuy and get the Centella one. I also just love like this was so cheap. I think like $22. And you can get it at TK Maxx, Chemist Warehouse, and Amazon. Which I mean, if you're ever in a little bit of a pickle and you're running out of your skincare, Amazon is a good place to check. There's a lot of skincare on Amazon. This entire range, the Skin 1004, is on Amazon. And I mean, you can get it next day. So it's honestly great. And then just going in with my eye cream. This, I wouldn't say is the best eye cream per se. It is just Beauty Glam. It's from Chemist Warehouse. They're like $9. It's just a vitamin C brightening eye cream. Honestly, I just ran out of eye cream, and the eye cream that I used to use was literally $100 for the little tiny little pot. It did last me like 6 months, and I don't know what they put in it, but I did not have bad under eyes whatsoever, like when I was using that. But I just don't really think that I can afford $100 for an eye cream anymore. Like that is a big chunk of money to be spending. Even if it does last a long time, it is still just a lot, honestly, a lot. So I am trying to find cheaper alternatives to my skincare where I can because I do not have the same amount of free spending money that I used to have. I am a part time working parent and I have just other priorities, financial priorities than what I used to have. So we try and find better alternatives. And there is nothing wrong with that. My moisturizer is also the Skin 1004. This is just the Centella Hyaluronic Cica Moisture Cream. I used to use a Bang& Body moisture cream, but again, it was just one of those things where you always have to order it online. I couldn't get it in any shops close to me, and it was just getting a bit expensive, like $60 to $70 online. I don't want to really spend that. And I'm also just somebody who is sick of paying shipping on everything at the moment. So if I can just go into the chemist or TK Maxx, or even if I need to jump on Amazon and get something last minute, I do actually pay for Amazon Prime because we do buy so much off there that the $10 a month that we pay is well worth it to save on the shipping costs. And it comes next day, literally the next day. So I switched to this and I actually really, really do enjoy this. I think that this has made such a difference to my skin, the texture of my skin. It's great. I will say as well that I have made a conscious effort to steer away from things that are heavily fragranced. So, pretty much most of my products that I put on my face, they don't really have a smell. And if they do, it's like a very, very lightly fragrant sort of smell that might be coming from maybe one of the ingredients in there, but otherwise they're not heavily fragranced like some of my old skincare used to be. I don't know why I was putting skincare on my face that was like smelling like a pina colada or something, like just crazy. So I love that it's also all stuff that doesn't really have a smell to it. It has just started raining again. I don't know if that's picking up, but honestly, love the sound of the rain. I have been honestly like on such a hustle lately with my TikTok. I have been trying to get to 2.5K by the end of April. We're basically already at the end of April. I'm so close, but also feel so far away. And I feel like this week there was so many emotions that I was working through with like a sick baby and my social media growth and everything that I really like got down in the dumps with the way that I was feeling. And I don't know, I just felt like I wasn't achieving the things that I set out to achieve. And then I had to like sit back and reflect and be like, well, no, actually, you've achieved some pretty amazing things and you have done really well. Work with some amazing brands already just from TikTok alone. And I finally reached 1,000 followers on Instagram as well the other week. And I think I had to like sit back and humble myself and say, hey, like, you're doing so well. Just started YouTube. which still feels crazy to me that I'm posting on YouTube and that this is going to be up on YouTube and it's just me rambling and doing some skincare. But I mean, here we are. And I've been on TikTok for close to a year now. I've been actively posting for about 10 or 11 months. And I've actually done really well. And I've worked with some really cool brands. And I love that I have put myself out there and I'm still putting myself out there and I'm still learning and I'm still growing and I'm still like, obviously going to build my filming setup and everything as well. I've got to start somewhere, but I've actually done so well for somebody who has just started and I need to be proud of that. So it was a big reminder to just sort of sit back and say, hang on a minute, be proud of yourself because you are juggling a lot, mum life and everything in between, working, all of that. And you've still achieved so many cool things. So I had to really just, yeah, humble myself a little. Is my Medicube collagen jelly cream. This is my third tub, literally my third tub. I've been using this since October last year. They did actually send some out to me. And then I've just kept rebuying it again. TK Maxx. Don't sleep on the skincare at TK Maxx. They actually have some really good stuff in there. A lot of stuff in there, a lot of Korean beauty. And it's pretty cool actually. A lot of the Medicube stuff is in there. And also just really affordable. But I have loved using this. I think it is so good. It makes my skin feel really good. Obviously, collagen is something that your body slowly stops producing as you get older. And I'm not saying that I'm like obviously like old, but I am approaching 30. So I do want to take care of my skin and give it everything that it needs. I will say I used to have an oil, like a face oil that I was using, and I stopped using it because I felt like it was giving me lots of little, like under the skin sort of pimples and whatnot. And I do think that I need to reintroduce an oil because in the winter, especially, I get very dry, like on my forehead and like along my cheeks. And I think that is because I do work in an office and I work in the aircon, and obviously all of that just dries your skin out. But I don't know. I've never been able to find an oil that quite works for me. And I think that's why I've turned to serums. But I don't know. Maybe I need to keep looking and trying to find an oil that's going to work for me because I do need it. The skin is dry. We are really coming into winter now. I mean, it always seems to be towards the end of April that the rain really kicks off where I live in Queensland. And definitely going to be rainy and overcast and it's going to get cold from here on out. So I need to look at better things to keep my skin hydrated and taken care of. And my very last step is also the breakout hack. If you can't tell, I do definitely have some brands that I stick to when it comes to my skincare. I think it's just like when you find something that works for you don't really tend to switch too much. And like I said, with pregnancy and postpartum, my skin changed so much that I'm essentially using all new products from before I got pregnant to now. And all of these new products, they do so amazing for my skin. So I don't really want to switch off them. This is just a peptide lip treatment. I do actually really love this. And the applicator on it, I feel like this is really smart for a lip balm sort of treatment. My lips are always like cracked, dehydrated, split, bleeding. I'm a biter and I don't know. I drink so much water, but they still just look I'm just looking in the mirror. They still just look so dehydrated. But I hope that you enjoyed this little self-care session and maybe it's a good reminder to do a self-care session of your own. Maybe find some good skincare products if you've been looking at switching up some of your skincare as well. I mean, I definitely needed to, and I'm glad that I have. And maybe this can also act as a reminder that you do need to take some time for yourself, some self care for yourself, and just do things that make you happy. And if that's 10 to 15 minutes alone of your own time caring for you, then do it. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. Hopefully, I will see you in the next one. But if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Honestly, it means so much to me. I have been watching the subscribers go up all week since my